Hi everybody. Now before I actually go into talking about this next thing that I'm going to review for my channel, I'm going to start it off by clarifying some stuff with this video. So this way I'm not repeating myself later, or somebody leaving me a comment in the comments for this video going, what? Okay. In this video and the next video, they're related. It's like I mentioned in the last video. I've got some TV show DVDs that I'm going to be reviewing, like I did in the last video where I was talking about, Dracula. In this video and the next video I'm going to be talking about season 1 of this next show. And then in the next video, I'm going to be talking about season 2 of the same TV show. One thing, and I did also want to clarify this here up front in this video. There was 5 seasons, I believe, of this TV show I'm getting ready to talk about. I only have the first 2 seasons of the TV show. I haven't had a chance to get the other 3. So I'm only going to do the first 2. I need to get my hands on season 3. And my husband and I saw seasons 4 and 5, so it would be because I checked them out from the local library. But it's kind of stupid for me to do reviews of season 4 and season 5 if I haven't seen season 3, to where I can link the first 2 seasons that I do physically have with seasons 4 and 5. That kind of is like ignorant, because there's like a big gap of like time between the first 2 seasons and the last 2 seasons. So as soon as I get season 3 and my husband and I watch it, and then we get seasons 4 and 5 and actually watch them all the way through again, because like I mentioned, I rented the series, the last 2 seasons of the series from the library, and the discs were messed up to where it's like it'd freeze, and it'd take it like a minute or 2, and then it'd like skip, and we'd be like, what, what just happened, so, yeah, we're going to have to get, go to like Barnes & Noble or Amazon.com and actually buy seasons 3, 4, and 5. So I want to just say that up front with this video that, yeah, with this TV show, I'm only going to do the 2. The first season that I'm going to talk about is, it's Merlin. This was, originally done in 2008, and it's a BBC show, and it's where it's like, reimagined, where like Merlin's like a kid or whatever, and he shows up in Camelot, and this is Merlin right here where my finger is, and I move my hand here. That's Arthur as a young guy. So it's completely reimagined, and then that's supposed to be Kilgara the Great Dragon. It is a very cute, very cute TV show. I would let my, I know I have a couple of like younger cousins that we're talking like, 6 years of age and younger. I would let them watch this. I mean, granted, it might have like its scary moments, but they're not so scary that, like, over the top scary that the kids would be just traumatized for a couple of days, and like crying for their mama or whatever, I would let them watch this faster than I would let them watch Dracula, to be completely honest, because this is more, and I didn't mention this in the last video, this is more, well, adult, okay? This is more, kid friendly. And like, if they kill the monster or whatever, they don't show the dead body, or, it's like you just hear it go, like, squish, or, like the sword hits the creature and it falls over and it dies, but you don't see what happened, or you don't see the sword go through it and, it dies, it doesn't, and one thing, in all 5 seasons of Merlin, you do not see the monster die. Like you might see Merlin run it through with a sword, but that's about, like, you don't really see it dying. I mean, like, you might see, like, in, um, I can't remember which season it is, but I think it's this season, where it's like, the guy has the shield that's got the snakes in it. Excuse me. As I mentioned in an earlier video from my other channel, I have indigestion right now, so you gotta excuse me if I burp a little bit. In the show is Colin Morgan, which is this young guy right here. He plays Merlin. Bradley James, who is this guy right here, he plays Arthur. Anthony Head, you might remember him from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Richard Wilson, Katie McGrath, Angel Colby, John Hurt, and Michelle Ryan. Katie McGrath, by the way, and I forgot to mention this in the last video, is also in Dracula. She plays Lucy Westenra in Dracula, by the way, just in case you're interested. But yeah, back to this. This is like I said, a very, very cute little TV show. And I mean, like I said, I would let, like, my younger cousins or nieces and nephews, if I had them, like, I would actually let the kids watch this. I mean, none of the seasons are just that over the top scary that, like, you wouldn't want your kids watching it, like your younger kids. I mean, like, I wouldn't let, like, a 2-year-old watch it because it might be a bit, like, advanced for them. But, like, I would let, like if an exceptionally smart 5-year-old watch this, or like a 4-year-old. One of my younger cousins is 4, and she is a very smart little kid. Very smart. I mean, like, I might have to, like, explain some of it to her, but, I mean, she might catch, like, just general basics on it or whatever. But this season starts off where, like, Merlin shows up at Camelot, and the whole premise for the show, the entire, 5 seasons, in Camelot, the practice of magic for good, bad, evil, and different, is outlawed. So Merlin obviously has magic. Well, he can't practice magic or he'll get killed. I mean, in the very first episode, I mean, it starts off with Hinguthur, who's played by Anthony Head, killing this boy because he practiced magic. I mean, this is like the whole first, show where it shows him getting this kid, getting executed for this, and this is right when Merlin's getting into town to see, Gaius, who's played by Richard Wilson. John Hurt plays the voice of the dragon, so, of Kilgara, the dragon. The only reason why I know what the dragon's name is because it's, like, mentioned at the end of season 2, which I will talk about in the next video. But anyway, my ears itching. But yeah, seriously though, I mean, I do, strongly recommend, this, because this is, like I said, it's a cute little TV show. I got Tony hooked on it. I started watching it one evening, after work, and he come down and sat down and watched it with me, and he's like, he was like, I'm like, yeah, and it's like, I understood kind of, sort of, halfway what was going on, but then, like, we saw, like, basically the season finale, or series finale, at the end of season 5, and, it was kind of sad, but, like, we started getting the, serious this way we could watch it and not all be chopped up and, like, watch this episode here from season 4 and then be mixed in with season 5 and whatever. Like, we, try to watch them as much as chronological order that we could. So it's like we started filling in, like, the holes and whatever. But anyway, I'm going to pause here so I can go talk about season 2, okay? So hang on.